Marcin Gembusz is campaigning against Poland's shift to the right. He and other like-minded people from Wycieczna are planning to join a demonstration in Warsaw. The Law and Justice Party has been in power for 4 months and has already ushered in a slate of controversial reforms. The opposition is worried about democracy and human rights. Gembusz lives in Wycieczna, where many are too afraid to join the opposition. He's organizing the trip to Warsaw with mixed success. Gembusz spends all his spare time trying to drum up support for the opposition movement.
Hello there. May I come in?
Door stopping isn't usually his thing. He's an IT expert. But what's happening in his country has made him politically active for the first time in his life. He wants the government to know that the opposition is alive and well. But is it?
Would you like to join a demonstration to Warsaw? No? It's on Saturday. The return ticket costs 80 zloty. Tickets are still available.
No luck, but at least they sign his petition.
Democracy must be defended and nurtured.
Not many people will express a political opinion as openly as this couple just did, especially not on camera. Most are afraid of what the neighbors will say. No one wants to say what they think. Anyone in this country who opposes the government is immediately denounced as a communist or the Gestapo, or accused of having had a grandfather in the Wehrmacht. Made up stuff.
Gembusz lives in Wycieczna in southeastern Poland. Every second person here voted for the Law and Justice Party.
Let's see, who else could I get to sign the petition?
The opposition needs 100,000 signatures before a referendum on reversing the government's reforms can be requested.
Okay. Great, thanks anyway.
In Wycieczna, only 50 people have signed so far.
He's not interested.
At least Marcin's not the only one in Wycieczna collecting signatures for the petition. He's arranged to meet another campaigner here in the parking lot. You'd think they were dealing with contraband, not a perfectly legal petition. The local chapter of the Committee for the Protection of Democracy is also cagey about its activities. For the last 2 months, government critics have been holding meetings to discuss the situation. Along with Marcin, 7 people have gathered here today. Katarzyna Bliźniak is planning to take part in the demonstration in Warsaw. It wasn't an easy decision for her to make. Her husband was among those who voted for the Law and Justice Party.
This government wasted no time altering the Constitution. In my opinion, we're headed for a dictatorial regime, an autocratic state, a police state. This is a manipulative government. Who knows what else it's planning? I feel I have to do something.
So she is. The group has raised money for a banner they'll take with them on the demonstration. It arrives the next day.
Let's have a look. It's great. It says Szydło.
Beata Szydło, the Polish Prime Minister. She used to be mayor of Wycieczna.
People will know we're from here.
Many people are outraged by the local anti-government movement.
Bardzo fajny. Trzymaj naciągnięte, ja to zwinę na patyczce.
A to czekaj, to ja może zostawię.
A, to już będzie łatwiej bez patyka chyba. Dobra. Zapomniałem.
The next day, Marcin Gembush and his fellow protesters set off for the demonstration in Warsaw. There are just 4 of them.
I hope there are lots of demonstrators in Warsaw and that everyone who didn't go wishes they had.
Dlaczego ja tam się nie poszedłem?
Other anti-government protesters from the southeast of Poland are already on board. In the last few weeks, the group has been organizing the trip on Facebook. The Committee for the Protection of Democracy now has chapters all over the country. The journey will take about 5 hours.
We're going to get off to greet the people boarding the train in Katowice. It'll be like a rehearsal for the demonstration. We'll go down onto the platform through that door there and shout freedom, diversity, democracy, and then join the democracy train.
Pociąg do demokracji. Ona mówi, że z czasów w ogóle Solidarności, słuchaj, głośni.
Let me say this on camera. Szymon organized the demonstrations in Bielsko-Biała. He's a great guy. I've known him a week.
Right, it's only a week.
I heard the speech too.
There aren't many people as young as Szymon on the Committee for the Protection of Democracy.
Isn't it a little cramped in here? Hey, Bielsko.
The Law and Justice Party attracted a lot of support from the under-30s in the last election. The passengers discuss why that was.
Not enough history is taught in schools. Youngsters don't even know that Mazowiecki was the first Polish prime minister after communism.
People expect simple solutions. They just want someone who'll look after them.
They want a Putin figure, a dictator who tells them what to do.
Young people have never lived through a dictatorship. They have a very black and white view of the world. They don't believe in gray areas.
The train pulls into Katowice.
There they are. Pociąg do demokracji!
They'll be reaching Warsaw in about 3 hours. Marcin is getting ready for the demonstration, giving himself a Lech Walesa mustache as a tribute to the famous activist who led Solidarność.
I've never painted my face, but there's always a first time.
The government has accused Poland's national hero of having collaborated with the secret police in the communist era.
For us, Lech Wałęsa is a symbol of Poland's liberation. The current government is deliberately trying to damage his reputation and undermine the role he played in Polish history. You look funny. I do?
Suddenly, the train grinds to a halt. It doesn't move for the next 2 hours. There's a technical problem. It looks like the passengers won't make the demonstration in Warsaw. By the time the train sets off again, Marcin is worried they'll have missed everything. The train finally arrives in Warsaw.
Pociągu w wagonie numer 12 planowy odjazd.
We're heading off to meet the demonstration. It's in this direction. The train was 2 hours late. We missed the start. They left from behind the National Stadium.
20 minutes later, they catch up with the others. Demonstrators from the Prime Minister's hometown. That's quite a statement. The 10,000 protesters wind their way through the city.
Właśnie starej Solidarności, ale także Ojciec Chrzestny nas wszystkich. To on.
When it's finished, Marcin sets about collecting more signatures for his petition. He manages to get nearly 250.
Znaczy jakby tylko oddajemy gotowe listy już.
Że to się nie skończy na 5:00.
That won't have been our last demonstration. We need to get even more people out on the streets. 100,000, 120,000, 150,000.
Może będzie 120, może 150.
He and his friends will take the train back to Brześć the same evening, re-energized for their fight.